Hi everyone, it's Centreya
And Mathra, her mom.
and today we're going to be making cherry Danish coffee cake.
But you're using...
Yeah, but I'm using blueberry.
And I'm using strawberry because strawberry is actually... The strawberry I'm using is lower in sugar and sodium. So, yeah, there you go. Stay tuned.
Yep, so come cook with us.
Come cook with us. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do today is you're going to want to get a 13 by 9 inch pan. So we got 2 of these. She has one and I have one. Centreya's going to make it the regular way, and then I'm going to make it with lower sugar and lower sodium. So that's the first thing you're going to want to do. The next thing you're going to want to do is we are going to oil the bottom of that dish. You could use a butter, you could use olive oil, you could use a spray. So whatever your preference is, you're going to go ahead and grease the bottom of that pan. The next thing we're going to use is our KitchenAid blender. Centreya is going to go ahead and combine the flour mixture that we actually ordered off of Amazon. We had to order this off of Amazon because it's a seasonal item, I guess, and we looked in the stores, but we couldn't find it anywhere. So it's called Hot Roll by Pillsbury, right? Hot Roll Mix by Pillsbury. So we did find it on Amazon. It took a little minute for it to get here too, didn't it? So anyway, she's pouring that into her mixture bowl there. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to pour in your sugar. Now, obviously by my modification, I'm going to use a monk sugar, which again is lower sugar, and it helps the diabetic, their insulin not to spike. It keeps it kind of balanced. So Centreya is using regular sugar, we are using monk fruit sugar. The next thing you're going to do is cut in your margarine. And Centreya, can you explain what cutting in means?
It means to take chunks of your butter and put it in at a time.
So you're not just going to throw the whole thing in there, right?
Yeah, no. So then it creates, it says on there,
Little small pea size?
Yeah, little like pea-sized pebble things kind of.
Right, so that's what you're shooting for. You're shooting for cutting in your butter and then watching for it to form little like pea-sized little pellet type things, right?
Yeah.
Wow, Centreya had it on like high speed, like, yeah. All right, she's going to cut in, what is that, your like third cut in?
Yeah.
Cut in. You know, some people say cut it out. You say cut it in. Cut it in. Cut it in. Isn't there like a word that, or like a hand gesture that goes with cut it out?
Cut it out.
Cut it out.
Cut it out.
Cut it
Out.
in.
In.
Cut it in. It in. Cut it in. All right. So is there like a speed to how quickly you cut it in, or is just?
I think it's just until it starts forming the little
Pea-sized balls.
Yeah.
You think it's gonna cut pea-sized balls? What's really going on in there?
Yeah.
After Centreya continues to cut it in, then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to remove 1/3 of the mixture. Why, you say? Because we're going to use that little mixture to kind of sprinkle on the top later on. So we're going to go ahead and pull that out of the mixture. We're going to pull it out, right? 1/3 of the mixture. And then we're gonna save that for a little bit later.
Okay.
All right. So, would you like to bring them over and show them like what's really going on here? I think it's just kind of sticking together a little bit, but I think it's fine.
Well, it's butter, so.
Oh yeah, it's butter. So
Butter makes stuff stick.
butter makes stuff stick. Butter makes
I think I'm
stuff
gonna
stick.
mix it a little bit.
Butter makes stuff stick. Butter makes stuff stick. That could be a cheer.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's
All right. Get off there.
Right.
All right. So go ahead and just take that over there and show them so they know what's going on. So they know we're not.
What it looks like, everybody. Yeah.
All right. So we need to pull out. We got to pull out a little. What are you doing? We got to pull out
A fourth a cup.
third.
A third a cup.
Third of a cup. Well, I think that's about third. Okay, so there's that third of a cup there.
And we'll set this to the side.
And the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to add the yeast from the foil packet.
This came in with the hot roll mix.
Right. It was like a set of yeast and flour. A set, yeah. So it came. How much? Do you remember how much this was? I don't remember, but it wasn't that much.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
It's pretty decent. I mean, it's probably, you know, whatever you pay in the store. So she's gonna go ahead and add in the yeast. And then we're gonna need some hot water. 1 cup of hot water. Let's go ahead and put that in there. Oh. How's it looking?
We can take this off right now.
Okay. Nothing's splashing around, so now she's putting in her egg and blending it up really well. The next step is going to be, get it girl. Get it girl.
What's next step?
The next thing we're going to do is spread into our prepared greased pan this dough right here. Go ahead and spread the dough into her already prepared 13 by 9 pan. Yeah. And then you're gonna need a small bowl, which she's gonna use this little small bowl here. And then after she gets the dough in there and gets it kind of, you know, spread out evenly, she's going to add in and combine her wild blueberry, preserves. I'll show you what she used. Oh, let me show you what she used, and then. So this is the strawberry preserves that she used, and there's 13 grams of sugar in here, and it added 24% sugar alcohol. This is a product from France, and it's really good, but it's so packed full of sugar. So that's the one Centreya's using. The one that I'm using is a strawberry preserve, and it has reduced sugar. And this is Grandma Horner's strawberry preserves. So Grandma Horner is actually from Alma, Kansas, and that is actually where we live. We live in Kansas. So we're gonna look at the sugars on this. There's only 7 carbohydrates, which that's good. The total sugars are 6 grams of sugar, and it does have a 12% added sugar to it. So, you know, there is obviously some sugar in here, and this is just a reduced sugar. It's not a sugar-free. So I don't know, you probably could go with a sugar-free, but I don't have that, so we're just gonna go with grandma's.
Okay.
All right. Okay, you got it together, girl?
Ready for the next step.
All right, so now we need your little bowl.
Our little bowl.
You're gonna go ahead and combine your wild blueberry preserves into that little bowl. And your almond extract.
I think I need a spoon, maybe.
I can go on.
Okay. Mathra.
We're gonna use a little plastic spoon.
Yeah, we do plastic.
We like plastic around here, and paper plates, and paper bowls.
Yeah.
And we like paper cups too, because then you don't have to do a whole lot of dishes.
Right.
Yeah. So she's going to.
Smarter, not harder.
Work smarter, not harder. Exactly. That's our motto around here.
Okay.
Okay, so then you're gonna also add in your almond extract.
This right here.
It's only 1/4 of a teaspoon.
Okay.
And then you're gonna stir that up. And you're going to spoon over your dough, swirling slightly. You know what that means?
Swirling it.
Swirling slightly over your dough. Okay, Centreya is going to begin to slightly swirl over the dough her little preserve concoction. That's how you do it. Have you ever swirled anything before?
Well, I'm gonna use this and I'm gonna swirl.
That's how you do it?
I would.
Are you supposed to like swirl it like deep down in it?
I don't know.
Or
It didn't say. It just said swirl.
I know.
Why?
So
What do you
Centreya
feel?
is using like a toothpick to swirl it. My husband said it still rises in the oven, so I guess that what she's doing is fine. Oh yeah, that's very smart, babe. I didn't realize that. Yeah, I guess it would rise in the oven. Duh. That's, yeah. I didn't think about that. Looks yummy. I have a really smart husband. He knows culinary like the back of his hand. It's amazing. And I'm so blessed to be married to him. Her is still swirling with her little toothpick. Seems to be working fairly well, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Looks pretty good. Although I keep getting the back of your hand, and I don't know, I feel like I'm not in a good position here, but... Okay, so that's kind of what it looks like. Looks really yummy.
Yeah, it does. Yummy.
All right, so now the next thing that we need to do is you're going to cover this pan, and then we're gonna let it rise in a warm place until it doubles in size. So Centreya's just gonna get a little bit of saran wrap here that we have. And she's gonna go ahead and cover it.
Oh no.
We're just putting ours in the stove, but don't turn it on like way hot or anything, because we don't want to like cook it. We're actually not turning it on at all. The way that we're going to be doing it is, Centreya, can you share?
We're making a proof box in the oven, basically. So we're going to put a like a pan underneath on the bottom rack, and then we're gonna put our dough in the middle rack, and we're gonna let it sit for an hour. We're gonna put hot water in the pan that's underneath, and so that it creates a proof box.
Yeah. So we're gonna finish up here. We're gonna get our dough in the oven, We're gonna rise it. We'll be back in about 1 hour because that is how long the recipe calls for the dough to rise. So we look forward to seeing you shortly. Hey, we're back.
Okay, everyone. Yay, we're back. Okay, so this is what the dough looks like. It's rised, you can tell by quite a bit. From when we put it in our little oven thing with the hot water. So
Looks good.
yeah, it looks yummy. I can't wait to put it in the oven to bake. So next we're going to make our topping. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Our topping to put on top of it.
Whoa. Some technical difficulties there.
Okay, we're gonna make our topping to put on top of it, and then we'll put it in the oven to bake.
Yes, so we are going to pour in 1/3 cup firmly packed brown sugar. So Centreya is going to pour that in. The next thing is 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. And the last thing is 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. Okay, gonna stir that around, get it all mixed up well. While Centreya's been getting this little concoction together, you should preheat your oven on 350. And then once she gets this stirred up, we are going to put it on our yummy, yummy little dummy jummies.
And then we also have this that we saved from earlier from the dough mixture stuff.
That's correct.
Before we put like the yeast and all that stuff in. So we're also gonna put this on top with topping, like for topping too.
Correct. So.
Okay, guys. So this is what it looks like. Oh, it looks so good. I can't wait. So should we sprinkle this one on first?
I would sprinkle that one on last.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and sprinkle our brown sugar and stuff mixture first.
Brown sugar, cinnamon.
Yeah.
Go ahead and sprinkle that on there. Yum to the tongue. Looks pretty good. Have you ever made these before?
Never. This is my very first time, actually.
I haven't either. And just so you know, on my mixture that I modified, the brown sugar that I'm using is actually a brown sugar coconut, and it's a replacement for brown sugar. So it's a brown coconut sugar. Why, you say? Well, you probably know. It is actually lower in sugar. And it has 4 grams of sugar, total grams of sugar. It has 4 total carbohydrates and 2 milligrams of sodium. So anytime that a recipe calls for brown sugar, I'm going to go ahead and use this because it is a replacement for brown sugar. It's unrefined and low glycemic certified. So that's what we used. All right.
So next we're going to put this topping on from the dough mixture that had the little pebbles.
Yummy to your tummy.
This one looks a little bit chunky, so.
Yeah, but it will probably melt because it's what? Butter.
True.
Are you a fan of coffee cakes like this?
I never had it before.
You've never eaten something like this before?
I don't think so.
Oh,
If I have, I don't remember.
I like coffee cakes. I think they're really good. They're good. It's just a lot of times they are so full of sugar, and it just isn't always the best thing for a diabetic.
Okay, so we're all done with our sprinkles. So next we're gonna put it in the oven for how long?
We are gonna bake this baby for 25 to 30 minutes or until a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean.
On
And then-
350 degrees.
Yes. So then we have one more step after it gets done baking with the glaze. We'll be right back.
Okay, everybody. So this is what it looks like coming out of the oven. It looks so good. It's so hot. I can't wait to try it. So we're going to now make our glaze to pour over it. So Mom's going to read us those instructions.
Yeah, so for the glaze, you need you just need a half a cup of powdered sugar. So let's go ahead and mix that in. And 3 teaspoons of milk. Centreya used almond milk because that's just what we kind of use around here. Well, Centreya does. I want to show you our, thank you, Centreya. This is the monk fruit sweetener that I used in replacing the powdered sugar, because again, helps with that sugar spike for diabetics. So that is the powdered sugar that we used in our modified version. And it is sugar-free. Sugar-free monk fruit sweetener. Good stuff. How's that coming along there?
You think it's supposed to look like that?
Well, I would say if one had like a hand mixer, might be a good idea to use that. She's got her little glaze all mixed up here. So the next thing she's going to do is drizzle over the warm coffee cake this little concoction. Looks good. Drizzle, drizzle. Fizzle, fizzle. Shazizzle. Isn't that what Snoop Dogg says? Shazizzle?
I have no idea what Snoop Dogg says. I don't listen to Snoop Dogg, so.
Oh, you don't?
No.
I don't really either. I used to when I was like younger, but I still think Snoop Dogg is a good guy. He's pretty funny.
Listen to him.
Yeah.
I don't know him like enough.
I know him. Him and I used to kick it back in the day.
Did you?
Yeah, just through his music though. Like we were
Right.
That's all. I can't lie. Snoop and I we didn't have it like that.
Right. Okay.
Right. Looks so good. So now, y'all, it is ready to eat and throw down. So we are going to plate this and we will be right back to show you what it looks like.
Okay, all right, everybody. Woody is doing his taste test for the strawberry coffee cake. Strawberry Danish coffee cake that we made. So let's see what he thinks. What does Woods think?
What do you think? Anything you would do differently?
Wouldn't do anything differently.
Huh?
Wouldn't do nothing differently.
Nothing different.
Oh.
So what do you
Tastes
rate it?
real good. I'll give it a 10.
Yes, 10 out of 10.
That means a lot coming from you, Ed. Guess how many sugars are in the whole thing?
I don't know.
What was it, Centreya? 7? Wasn't it 7, Centreya?
Something like that. We'll put
9. There was 7 alcohol sugars, wasn't it?
7 sugars, 2
Yeah, 7
alcohol.
sugars, 2 alcohol, so 9 total, like if you're counting the sugar alcohol, so that's a pretty good deal, huh? Alright.
We liked it. So
Thanks.
next up is Jacob.
You have to go.
Alright.
Hey,
We're back.
and I have my little modified version. Centreya has the real deal, okay? So we're gonna try it and see what we think. And then when Jacob gets back, because he went to the store to get dog food, and tomorrow's Valentine's Day, so he got something for his wife, which is my daughter, Centreya. And so when he gets back, then Mr. Woods, my husband, and Jacob will do their taste test. Until then, Centreya and I are going to try it and see what we think. So I have strawberry. Centreya has what?
Blueberry.
Blueberry.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Let's take a look one more time. I think it's pretty clear.
Yum.
Just good defensive football. He was out there beating up.
This is actually really sweet.
Right there, which did back into
The regular version is really, really sweet.
Mine isn't. You'll have to try mine too.
Yeah.
But, so, mine is like perfect, honestly. It's not too sweet, but it has enough sweetener in it that it tastes really good. So, these pieces are pretty big. You'll see a picture of it, right? You'll touch a picture in our video, and you'll see they're pretty big pieces. So what we're going to do for this modified version is cut the piece in half, and you're going to have 24 pieces of coffee cake instead of 12, right?
Yeah.
You could probably even do that with the regular one too, to cut your sugar in half. So in mine, once you cut that modified piece, you literally have 13 milligrams of sodium, 12 carbs, we have 7 sugars, and 2 sugar alcohols. So that's a big deal. You know, that's a big deal. That's a big difference from the carbohydrates in the regular piece is 45. The sodium is 255 milligrams, I'm sorry. And I don't know what the sugar was. Was it like 48 or something?
They don't have sugarless. So
Right, but I see you added it up there. Right? Oh, that was... Well, that was for the whole piece, if you did a whole piece. But anyway, there's a pretty big difference here. So if you want to try the modified version, Centreya's going to put the instructions down below.
Yep, and all the nutrition facts.
So we got this recipe out of Country American Cookbook, and it was only 25 cents. See that? I don't know where it came from.
It looks like it came from like a garage sale or something.
Garage sale
or like
something.
a Goodwill or something.
But it would have had to been a fancy garage sale because that's a fancy sticker for a garage sale.
Yeah, originally the price is $1.98. It says it on there.
Yeah.
See it?
Yeah.
Right above the 25-cent sticker.
Right. So that was a pretty good deal on this book, 25 cents. I'm pretty sure I probably inherited it from my grandma, the one that kicked the bucket, because I got a lot of her recipe books. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, go check it out. I don't even know what year this is from. 1983. Wow. But
That's a long time ago.
It really was a good recipe, I feel like. Centreya, what about you?
Yeah, I do too. I like it. It's good. It's just really sweet, the original one.
Right. Well, I haven't tried it, but this one's like perfect.
Yep. But alright everybody, so we're doing Jacob's review now, his taste test review. So Woods had the strawberry Danish coffee cake. Jacob has the blueberry Danish coffee cake. So, we'll see what he thinks.
That is good. I give it a 10.
He gives it 10 out of 10. You like it?
Yes. I'll eat it again. I'll eat it again.
I hope you guys make this, and I hope you guys let us know how you guys like it.
and what it tastes like to you guys. And make sure you guys tell all your family and all your friends and all your coworkers and tell your mama and your wife. So thanks for watching us today, guys. Bye.
Bye.